Good news, everyone! Tornadus-T has been banned by Smogon. And hi, my name is Spade, as usual. So, finally, the results of round 9 of suspect testing by Smogon. They finally came in, the results, and in order to get a Pokemon banned, you need over 50% of the votes, and Tornadus-T received 71.05% of the votes. And so, now it is gone, the big bird. You can no longer use it in OU, and that is that. And there was also Keldeo, but it only received like 15%, somewhere in that ballpark. But yeah, 15% of the vote, so you can still use Keldeo, but Tornadus-T is now gone. So I guess as a question of the day, what do you think of the suspect testing voting results? Leave a comment below and stuff. But anyways, we got a match here, which I had like about a week ago, because I had a bunch of matches with this team, because I figured this would be the last chance to use Tornadus-T, and that is how it ended up being. Personally, I think the results of the voting were kind of to be expected, and yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into this match. This was against someone by the name of iCharisma2, and for this match, decided to leave with Politoed, because, yeah, just set up the rain, go from there. And he actually leads with the Heatran, which has Air Balloon and Protect, which is kind of weird. I actually have Scald on this thing because I kind of mis-soved or misgendered it, because I meant to have Surf, but for some reason it didn't update. And then I just ended up having Scald, and then I was too lazy to change it. So there's that. But I guess it can work on some cases to, you know, bluff that you're not actually choiced. And he actually goes into his Latias, and I end up critting it, but it doesn't really make too big of a difference, because he's just going to be able to recover all that HP back with his Recover. Yes. But this does give me a chance to go into my Tornadus-T and just fire off a Hurricane, and as we have learned, one does not simply switch into a Hurricane. We get a Steel type, Skarmory, even if it's like specially defensive. Tornadus-T does not give a crap. He just fires off a Hurricane, and he's not really enjoying taking these hits, so I decided to go for another one. And on top of that, he does get the 30% chance of Confusion, and on top of that, he does hit himself in Confusion. So this is one of the reasons, like, one does not simply switch into Tornadus, because even those few things that are able to switch into Tornadus have to risk the chance of getting confused, and then just hitting themselves in Confusion and not being able to do anything, and then Tornadus will just continue to live on and destroy everything. But anyways, he's gonna go into his Heatran. Unfortunately, I do not have Focus Blast. I have Superpower, which is a bit more reliable and better for things like Tyranitar, but it does lack the power to take down the Heatran, unfortunately, so he's gonna be able to set up his Stealth Rocks. But still, he's on the range where I can just easily take him out, and he still has like nothing to take a Hurricane, because, yeah, like we have learned, again, nothing really enjoys switching into a Hurricane from Tornadus. And, well, the interesting thing was that this thing had Protect, even though it was like a Balloon Heatran, which made me think that he's more offensive. And, you know, Protect on lefties Heatran usually makes more sense. But anyways, getting off topic here, again, another surprise. In comes Alakazam, and I'm just gonna U-turn out. With the defense drop, and, well, attack drop, that only matters in this case, I'm not gonna be able to bring him down to his possible Sash. And I'm guessing he might be, like, Life Orb, and he was thinking, you know, if I would U-turn, I couldn't knock him out. And then, you know, there's that. So, but I still didn't want to take the chance of him being Focus Sash, so I decided to just U-turn out, then go into my Ferrothorn. And I guess I should have done, like, pivot switching here, because, you know, Focus Blast was kind of obvious. I was first kind of thinking maybe I can live that, but then again, he might be, again, the Life Orb variant, so I just decided to stay in, take my chances. He does take me out with the Focus Blast, which kind of blows, because he does have Dragonite, so I'm not going to be able to break the multi-skill, as he's just going to switch in freely later on. But anyways, again, I can go into Tornadus, nothing can take a Hurricane, so he's just gonna sack his Skarmory, and down that goes. But now in comes Infernape, and I'm like pretty sure I can live a Mach Punch from this range, even if it's like CB, so I'm just gonna stay in, and he does go for it, doesn't even come close to taking me out. I guess there was a chance that he would be Scarfed, but Infernapes are like never Scarfed usually, so I figured I would just take my chances here, because I was just thinking he would Mach Punch, and he doesn't take me out, I take him out, And now in comes Dragonites, and I'm fearing the extreme speed, so I didn't want to lose my Tornadus-T yet, because, you know, with the regenerator, obviously, I can just, you know, switch in on Stealth Rocks and still manage to live on. But he does actually reveal to be a Dragon Dancing set, which kind of puts me in a pickle, but he does actually just go for the Outrage, because I guess he figured Outrage would hit basically anything on my team really hard, except now that he doesn't go for the EQ, I'm actually able to live this one Outrage from this thing and go for the Toxic, which is really crucial, because that means I'm able to break his multi-skill, meaning that I can revenge kill him with something else. And the fact that he's now locked into Outrage means that, you know, I can revenge kill him with my Keldeo, which is Choice Scarfed, especially since he does get the 3-turn Outrage. He's basically locked in. And now with the Toxic, the multi-scale is broken. I have the HPIs. I am Choice Scarfed, so I can outspeed him. And with the 4-time super effective hit, I can easily take out the Dragonites, you know, with the multi-scale not being intact. So down goes the D-Knight, and don't need to worry about that. And I'm guessing he was running like some sort of bulky D-Knight, which doesn't have much speed, because he didn't pick up on the fact that I'm Scarfed. So he goes into his Alakazam, and it just dies because I am Scarfed, and he was most likely Life Orbed. So take him out, and now his last Pokemon is this Latias, which is actually kind of a problem, because as you can see, the Hidden Power Ice does like nothing really. Like about 40%, 35-ish. There in the ballpark. But yeah, if this thing is like one of those Subcalm Mind things, it's definitely going to be annoying. He does reveal like Dragon Pulse, which means that he doesn't have Psyshock, meaning that he is most likely one of those Subcalm Minders, but he actually plays more offensively here. He just keeps on attacking me. And I'm just going to go for the Hidden Power Ices continuously, because first off, I was kind of, you know, crit fishing here, and at this point I was kind of thinking maybe I can take him out, but he just barely lives the Hidden Power Ice, you know, with the leftovers. It was kind of iffy, but don't get any lucky damage rolls there, so he is able to still live on, and I'm just gonna keep on spamming the Hidden Power Ice, because, yeah, like I said, I was kind of also crit fishing here, and, but now he's actually just playing more defensively here, and, he's just gonna go for the recovers because he realizes I'm not able to do as much damage with the HPIs as he's able to recover off, especially with the leftovers. So this does put me again into a bit of a late game pickle here. And now he finally reveals that he does have the Calm Mind, which I was fearing the whole time, basically, when I was spamming the HPIs. And now at this point I really need to act, so I'm gonna switch out. And I decided to go into my Tornadus, because I figured he would just recover off again here, and that is what he does indeed. And I figured I could get off a U-turn here, get off some good super effective damage from the physical side, and then later on come in again on the Stealth Rocks with the more regenerator health, and then fire off a Hurricane later on. But yeah, just gonna go for the U-turn. Doesn't really do as much as I would hope, but yeah, makes sense, because he might have some defense EVs, and Latias, well, it does have better physical bulk than Latios, for example, I do believe. But, yeah, just gonna go into my Politoed now. He does fire off a Dragon Pulse, and I'm just gonna fire off an Ice Beam. And on this one, on my Showdown one, I do have the Parry Song. I really wish I had it on this one, but I just had the Scald on this one, which is not going to help me. But the best thing I can do in this situation is just pressure him by going for the Ice Beam, and with the Choice Specs, I can definitely, you know, pressure him to attack me, and that is what he does. He does just take me out with the Dragon Pulse. But this does give me a free switch into my Tornadus, and now I'm just gonna keep spamming some Hurricanes. I should have like 3 more Life Orb hits in me, and just gonna, yeah, go for the Hurricane. And unfortunately it does not take him out because of the Calm Mind boost, and he's gonna get confused though, but he does break through the confusion. But he does actually go for the Dragon Pulse, as opposed to trying to, you know, stall me out with the Recover. He potentially could have done more shenanigans, but he didn't. I guess he just didn't feel like stalling, so he goes straight for the attack. But that does leave him in a range where Keldeo can still revenge kill him with the Hidden Power Ice. So that will be the game. So thank you for watching, And again, as a question of the day, leave your thoughts about Tornadus-T getting banned. Personally, again, I'm kind of sad to see it go, but I do understand why it left, because it is such a powerhouse. With the Hurricanes, and the Regenerator does give it the freedom to run the Life Orb sets and not worry about the recoil. Same thing with Stealth Rocks. So it's really difficult to wear down with chip damage. And, you know, as this match also kind of proved, you know, nothing really enjoys switching into Hurricane. You have that 30% chance of confusing even those things that would kind of be able to take a few Hurricanes. So there's that, and as we know in Pokemon, as basically Scald has shown, 30% in Pokemon is half of the time. And then the other coverage moves that it has, you know, like Focus Blast and even Heat Wave, and then I guess you can run Superpower like I was doing here for, you know, mostly for T-Tars and stuff. But basically the other coverage moves that it has, they are basically just good enough for it. It doesn't really need anything else, especially since it's mostly just spamming, you know, the Hurricane. And it also has U-turn for Switch Initiative and Scouting and all that good stuff. So, and with the Life Orb, it's, you know, it's gonna be U-turning out, getting more Regenerator health, coming back in, firing off Hurricanes, U-turning, doing that shenanigans, and it's just really annoying. And then the trollish base speed that it has, 121, means that, you know, it basically outspeeds majority of the meta game, and that includes things like Alakazam that was also in this match, and Duck Trio for that matter too. But, you know, it's a trollish base speed that allows it to outspeed all things that it couldn't, like those things that I just mentioned. And, you know, there were things like a Starmie that used to be really good checks to the old Tornadus, but they don't check this new Tornadus anymore, and, you know, it can just outspeed and Hurricane and destroy and U-turn and do all that stuff. So, yeah, those were, like, few of the reasons why it was basically banned, and, you know, the reasons why it was so difficult to deal with in the OU metagame that made it just so good that, you know, Smogon decided to do the suspect testing, and now it is gone. But, anyways, kind of just rambling at this point, but just kind of want to voice my own opinions here. But if you got yours, leave them in the comment section below. And yeah, I think that's gonna be all for today for this battle. I actually got some Minecraft coming up with a bunch of my fellow YouTube commentators in the Pokemon scene. PokeMD, Dangerous36M, NBZ, and Wild Chase. Yesterday we played some Minecraft, and we played for a couple hours, and I recorded most of it. Also Chase did. He also uploaded the first episode too, so you may want to check that out on his channel. But yeah, later today I got some Minecraft with these fine people coming up. We had a lot of good times, so I recommend you watch it if you are interested in seeing our shenanigans together. But anyways, that's gonna be all for today, so thank you for watching, and until next time, this is TheFlamingSpade signing out. Peace!